After getting completely shafted doing my pulls, 220 pulls, not a single leads, I had to ticket her. And also getting kind of unlucky on her card. We ended up getting 2 cards on 160 pulls, something like that. Kind of crazy, not gonna lie, how unlucky we were. We've been testing a little bit, we've been checking things around, we've been comparing to other damage dealers and other front lines. So let's talk a little bit about if it's worth pulling for Leets or not. For some reference, of course, my Leets is right here. She's 777. Okay, nothing amazing, nothing out of the ordinary. Rank 7 gear, I got her +5, the HP and the attack piece, because she's a frontline DPS tank hybrid, just like Rim, for example. And we've been testing on campaign and we did some PvP as well. So let's talk a little bit about her and her card, which is also pretty important. Before we start, hello degenerates, welcome back to Loot and Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and today's topic. She looks pretty good, not gonna lie. Leets, and if you should pull or skip. TLDR, if you don't want to watch the whole thing, if you're building a red team, this is the strongest frontline in the game at the moment, because you have Chloe, you have Leets, and you have Shady, and the utility that they have plus the damage reduction with Diana increasing also their damage is really good. If you're not building a red team, you can skip her. But there is multiple reasons why, even if you're not building a red team, I'm putting her at T2 for now, by the way, even if you're not building a red team, there is enough reason just on the A club to pull for her. We're talking about gold shards and metal shavings. That's already reason enough, in my opinion, to pull a copy. The only characters that have gold right now are Komi and Yomi. Nobody else. You can come here, go. It's only 3 characters at the moment. And this is one of the most important resources you will need in order to progress on your A club resources. So if you go into here on the lab, as you can see, you'll need 4,000 of these gold shards to go to the maximum rank. Depends where you are right now. A lot of plastic as well. A lot of resources. So it's almost reason enough to me to recommend getting a copy if you can, right? Just for the gold shards. Also, she's a good character. She's not bad at all. Like, she's a pretty good frontline. She's not an hyper carry. She's not a character that will be dealing massive amount of damage. One of her biggest advantages is that she actually is pretty good in PvP against Komi and Yomi teams. Those teams that are always annoying people with Komi, Yomi, with also running Kidian, etc. My friend at the moment, if we go here, he got rank 1. As you can see, Rosahis, he's full math. He's the only thing he actually invests in. 2.2 million power. Hey, stop spending money, you fucker. He got to rank 1, going full math thanks to Leets. As a frontline, having Shady and Leets, it was enough for him to get carried into the top position. So, as you can see, for PvP, she's pretty good. For PvE, she's a great frontline character. And for the A club, she has the best resources you can get almost. So if you can grab a copy and you get lucky, I would recommend getting one. Let's talk about her kit and her skills a little bit. Nothing was changed much when it comes to her freshman and her senior. Her passive is increases outgoing damage to targeted enemies, so to any enemies attacking, and also reduces incoming damage from targeted enemies. So whoever you are targeting is going to be reducing, you're going to be getting less damage from that enemy. It's pretty good. 96% damage increase and 36% damage reduction. If you bring this to level 12, it's a 46% damage reduction with a 126% damage increase. So again, she can probably reach a higher damage output if you are fully invested into her. I don't think she would be a T1 character overall for most people if we're talking about overall PvE usage, right? But still, really good character. So if you can, get a copy, but it's not mandatory unless you care about those tips. What's more important you focus on getting, in my opinion, is actually her card, and we'll talk about damage number comparisons on a moment. Her card is going to be a card that most likely, I haven't added it yet, but it's a T1 card. I don't think it's T0 for the simple reason that it's only, right, good for frontline characters. With 2 stars, you are getting 23% HP, 23% defense, reduces incoming damage from normal attacks by 40%, and every 2 basic hits recovers HP by 16%. It doesn't stack. But that is better or pretty close to Vivi's passive, because Vivi's passive, for those who haven't seen it, every normal hit, every normal attack, you're recovering 9.2%. And the other one is every 2 hits, 16% at 2 stars. So this is for any frontline character, regardless if it's a DPS or a tank. So your Chloe, your Bibi, your Kidian, your Leets, your Rim, your Shade, any character on the front line will benefit from this greatly, and it's one of the best cards they can get. Better than, for example, putting something like the Aldin Lamp, which a lot of tanks benefit from, but this card is better now. Better for most front lines than actually putting Bibi silver stuff, because even though the HP and defense is higher, it does not provide an actual HP recovery itself. So if you can get the card, 100% grab a copy. You don't really need to equip it on Leets. The only thing it does is increase a little bit her damage, and then just get more damage reduction. It looks like it's a lot, but it's not. I wouldn't recommend going to 3 stars because it's only 9% increase stats. But when it comes to her own damage output, I wouldn't say it's necessary that you actually get it. Let me open Figma so I can show it to you guys. Oh, it's here. It's here. Actually, I don't have to open it because we are here. Let me remove the last one because it was a useless one. We were comparing in 2410 Vivacious enemies, full red team. Again, please take into consideration my Shady does not have skills invested. At the moment, my Shady, if I go right here, she is a 771. My Belita is the only fire character I'm invested at the 777. All of them rank 7. And then my Alice, same thing, no skill levels, so it's a 111. My Chloe is 777. My Diana is 777. So pretty even out amongst most of my characters. 8 million, but she's doing the same damage as my Chloe. That's a 4 stars using her ultimate. A Shady, 5 million. Your Shady will be the one carrying if you have more investment. And again, this is coming from not me with these results, but with Timmy, the one that is full mad team. Your Alice will not carry, your Belita will not carry. They can have great damage output, but most of the damage usually will be coming from Shady. She was doing 8.4 here, it's almost the same as Chloe, which is kind of funny, not gonna lie. Then we switch into 222 instead of full color just to test different DPSs. And we put her versus Elena, 4-star Elena, 4-star Leets, 4-star Erpin. Erpin was carrying, but Erpin has a lot of investment on my account. Then we were also testing with the best characters, but this is elemental advantage for them. So Kidian was doing 10 million. Yomi 6.4, Elena is still doing fantastic even without Amelia, a 4.7 there. She's a good DPS, like these are good results. Don't think this is like, oh, she sucks. No, she doesn't. She's doing pretty well. It's just that she's not an hyper carry. She will be focused on making sure she survives, making sure she can alienate one enemy, and also just dish out some damage, right? Damage reduction as a frontline character is what matters, and she does that pretty well. And then we also try versus my Batter and my Ui on the normal team. My Batter is not Omega invested, so I wouldn't say that's a great comparison. Batter will be doing much better if you can actually invest into her, but mine is not super invested. So damage-wise, it's not an awful character. I wouldn't say it's, oh, this character sucks. No, she doesn't. She's pretty good. The biggest downside, which also is a pro, is that she is focused more around surviving rather than doing damage. She is a better Rim, because Rim has a similar functionality, a frontline that acts as a secondary tank, but her life still kinda sucks since she needs to be killing. When it comes to Leets, it's way easier to be broken, and it's just passive damage reduction, which also plays well with Chloe. So once again, TLDR, if you don't want to watch everything, I will get a copy for the A Club. I will get a copy as a frontline character, because it's really good on the mad team. If you don't care about the mad team, you can skip her, it's fine. I would focus on getting the card first. The card is really fucking good for any frontline character, regardless who it is. I will say that's higher priority than getting Leets herself. Her skin is pretty nice, but I'm gonna be honest, I like her default look more. I like the look of being a kind of a berserk character, right? More of a fantasy theme one. This is just a funny skin. But still, I'll probably keep this at least for now. That said, enough jumping, enough ranting. There is also a new character on the Korean server. I'll showcase her tomorrow or later today, whatever it is, and a new game mode that I'll also showcase whenever it's open, because it's not yet open. All that said, we are live every single day. Links in the description down below. Good luck with your pool dinner rates, and I'll see you in the next one.